Welcome back to Patrick's Parabox. This is our 13th episode, I believe, and this one is called Infinite Enter. So the last one was Infinite Exit, which is about, when you would push a level out of itself, that would theoretically create an infinite number of that level. And so they would represent that with a single block that represented the infinite version of that particular level, and then you would be outside of it and you would not be able to get back in. Then they started in the previous episode manipulating that block so that you could do things like, push something out of itself and have it emerge from the end of that infinity, which means it's a larger infinity. There's math stuff involved that I don't fully understand, though I find it fascinating. Anyway, this one is called Infinite Enter, which weirds me out because one of the, main features of that infinite block is that you can't go back into it. You can only emerge from it. And so I don't know if that means they're adding a way for you to enter it or helping me discover a way that I can enter it, or if they're just doing something unrelated. I have no idea. But I should greet Ranithcord and Yoda BZH who are in the chat. Good to have you both here. Let's get started. Okay, so. So I do not have a destination. In fact, the only thing I can do that's interesting is enter this clone, which should put me inside the upper green block. So I'll go inside. And I'm in here. Okay. So now if I put it here, then when I go inside, I can emerge from the top and push it away. And then I guess I can... Oh! Okay. So, when you push a block out of itself, that creates an infinite exit. But what happens if you push a block into its own clone? Is that different? Yes! There's an infinite number of it now, because it's inside of itself 1,000,000 times over. Or more than that, an infinite time over. And then I can go inside it? Of course! Oh my gosh, oh that is mind-blowing. Because, okay, so there's that notch in the top of that. Okay, we're going out again to look at this. So there is, sorry, I could just win the puzzle, but actually I just want to think about how this crap works. Okay, so I've got this block with a notch at the top, and I've got a clone of that same block below it. The rule about a clone is a clone, its interior is the same as the original block that it's cloned from, but everything is treated as being inside the original block. So if you push something inside the clone, that thing is put inside the original block, and then the clone only has it as a reflection of what's inside the original block. And so, for instance, if it comes out again, it comes out of the original block. It does not come out of the clone, which is a way that we can use to, teleport around the level and stuff like that if we need to. So if I push this thing inside of its clone, that kind of means that it goes inside of itself, but it goes inside of itself, yeah, I guess it's always true. Whenever a level is inside of itself, that it's inside of itself, recursively going all the way down. This one is special, though. This situation is special because it's at its own edge. And so that means that no matter how many infinite, each of these blocks has another block inside of it, which has a notch at the top, which has another block inside of it, which has a notch at the top with a block inside of it. And theoretically, theoretically that goes on forever, but also theoretically, the last block, if there is a last block, has a notch in the top. And so when I push this one inside, I'm entering the last block in an infinite series, which is nonsensical, but also unavoidable. And my destination was in there. Okay. This is silliness. Alright, so they're deliberately setting it up so there's a limit to how many different things I can do here. So I can push the blue one in there, which puts it inside the clone. I can push the clone inside here, which means that it contains infinite clones, which means I can go inside of it forever. To what end? I can also push this inside forever. Oh, but I know what I need to do. I'm trying to create an infinite entrance, which means I need to block. I need to block this one so that it is stuck at the edge. So that as long as the open side is on the edge, that creates an infinite entrance, which I can win the game at. Oh, hey there, Casimir. Thanks for joining us. I should also say hi to Corndog and Tandalense, who showed up around the same time. Casimir is a new person in my chat, and it's good to have you here. I'm so sorry that your first time is a visit to a very late level in an extremely difficult and confusing... Well, it's not that difficult. It's just difficult to wrap your head around what's actually happening in this world. It helps to go through all of the previous levels. This is my 13th episode. It helps to go through all the previous levels. Okay, so now I've got 2 of these. Okay, so once I've gone in, I can't get out again. So I had to go in to find out where stuff was. But now I have to restart. So yeah, so the infinite entrance is just, it's the place you go when you enter the end of an infinite series. But it's a distinct place, which can have features? Like this little... Like, why? Why does it have features? That actually, like, causes, like, some kind of, like, existential problem in my head. Tandalense says, playing this game is difficult. I can't even try to explain it to other people. Yeah, the thing is, playing it, like, so you'll get the vibe of this game, and you'll start, like, understand on a gut level how things work and what you should try next, even if you can't fully explain it to yourself. That's actually one of the more thrilling parts of this game. It almost feels like riding some kind of conceptual wave, like a surfer. It's like, it's taking you somewhere, you don't understand it, you're not in control of it, but you know what direction you're going. Like, sometimes the puzzles will feel like that, where you're like, I kind of get it enough to take the next step, but I don't really truly get what's happening. It's explaining it to somebody else that's extra hard. So I think... Okay. So if I push this one all the way down in, it won't be at the edge. So I think I need to put... Okay. Theoretically, I need to put these 2 in here. But what do you bet that once I push this in, create the infinite entrance, I'll find out I need one of those blocks? Oh, no. I did not. Okay, cool. Oh, they're teaching me something. Okay, so that was putting the clone inside the original. This is putting the original inside the clone. And the question is, how is that different? Let's start just by putting the original directly in there. Okay. So I'm going to try the same thing I tried before. Oh, right. Well, I guess I end up inside the original whenever I go inside the clone. That's neat and all. I put that in there. Is it the same once I push? Yes. The only difference is where I emerge, I guess. Okay. Well... I'm not sure why that distinction was important to teach me. So now I'm nervous that that there was some information I didn't catch there that I'm going to need in the future. Okay, so I need to have one of these pieces here and myself here. So why... Oh, of course. As soon as I enter the clone, I'm here, which means I can't ever get to the destination. Okay, so how are we going to fix this? I mean, I guess maybe something happens when I do this. Not sure what. What? Okay, so there's a piece in there. What in the world? Wait, where was the piece exactly? It's here. Is there some way... Okay. I've got a guess in my head about what I need to do. Yes, okay, so I've got... Oh, this is nuts! Okay, so because this thing is open on multiple sides, the top side of it has got the infinite series. But theoretically, I should be able to push this thing into a different side of it. Like, if I push them both out, can I, like, enter the clone and use the clone to teleport back up to the... No. No, okay, I can't... Okay, so out here, I can't push anything inside of anything. Okay, so how am I supposed to... How am I supposed to get this thing off the top of the wall? That's... So, okay, so let me just test my theory. I think this will work. If I go inside here, I can emerge again. I can get out. I can use that thing as a clone. Oh, and then I come back in. Of course I come back in. That makes sense. All right, all right. Wow, so you actually can escape from that if you bring a clone in with you. Oh, that's so weird. That is... This whole game, man, it's just... It's ridiculous. Okay, so... Wait, what? Okay, so now we've got walls to possess. So I need to... Within this thing, I need to make a wall in a position where I can brace. To create an infinite... Yeah, alright, yes. That worked. Alright. Next section. And now they've got one inside another level, because of course they did. So does that mean that if I enter this, I appear here? Alright, yeah, I guess so. So let's go from the bottom. There we go. It's just reminding me that I can leave it from every angle, I guess. Nope, I didn't mean to go in. So I guess as long as we're not in the external space, I can still enter that from the outside. That's interesting. Hey there, Gordus. Thanks for coming into the chat. Okay. So now I've got an infinite entrance that you can only exit from the same side you came in through. So what good does that do? I mean, I guess I can only create one on one side, which means I'll enter it and then be stuck. So, in order to get my hands on this, I'm going to need to move it over to the one side where I can emerge. And then, oh, now I'm screwed. No, I'm not. So now I think I can push this out and then install it on a different side, and now I can come out here. So just which edge you've got your infinite entrance on will matter to future puzzles. Oh, this one looks complicated. Okay, so I need to get inside this sucker. Which means... What does that mean? Probably means I need to vacuum it up with one of these guys. Okay, so normally... Let me just show you what I would normally do in a puzzle like this. Normally you would take the one with the entrance on it, and you would put it right here and be like slurp, and then you would somehow be able to manipulate this one in a way that gets you inside, and then you could use that block. But you'll notice we're just still up in a corner over here. So what I suspect I need to do is... Wait, how deep is this? Hold on. Okay, too deep. So I suspect I need to somehow clog 2 blue things into one of these, then make an infinite entrance, use that infinite entrance to vacuum this sucker up, then it will appear right here because it's gone in the top of an infinite entrance, and then I'll just enter here and go inside. And so then the question just becomes, how do I get all those pieces where I need them to be? Oh, I know. I think I know. I think I stack them up like this. And then stop. No, wait. Yeah, no, if I go one more, then it'll just be full, because I'm just going to push the one on the end. Oh, this is weird. There's no room over here for me to push one block down into another. Do I need to push this one first? Maybe so. Maybe I need to push that one first and then put it in. No, that doesn't do it. Of course, because then it can't go in. It's filling the spot. It has to go into the infinite version of it. Okay. So, theoretically, I need 2 blue squares inside a green square. And then I need to push the green square inside another green square. That all makes sense. The problem is, like, the most obvious way to do it is like this. But the problem with this is I can make the shape I need to make, but now it's up against the wall, and I can't use it to vacuum up this guy. I'm trying to think, what am I missing? So Cooper Fox shows up and says, I love the ones with the epsilons. Yeah, they're definitely freaking me out. And there's no room to push one block into another block over here. So what am I missing? What am I missing? So I had this one up here so that I could brace things against it. Now, is it possible that there's something different about putting it inside the original instead of the clone? I think I was putting it inside the clone. No. Yeah, so I think that when you're pushing them, the one on the end is the one that gets absorbed. And so I have to either do it this way, it seems, or I have to do it, this way. So either I'm trapped against the top wall, or either I'm trapped against the top wall, or I cram it full of blue things. There isn't a way to... If I make the infinite entrance first, is there a way to use this space to chock it full of things? Like, okay, this is going to be nonsense, but let's just try it. Let's see what happens. So I make the infinite space. Oh, but it's not infinite because I haven't crammed it full yet. Yeah, because I could also just do it against the bottom wall, but again, it's trapped if I do it that way. So this will make the infinite space. So I'm just trying to figure out, is there a way? So yeah, so if I put this in there, it shows up there. That's great and all, and I could enter it. Ah, this one's. I'm clearly just missing something obvious. I mean, there isn't something about like pushing the clone as the external one. That doesn't change how things go into each other, right? Nope, it's still the same. Oh, I'm an idiot! Tendalense, yes, you're absolutely right. Tendalense, I feel completely dumb. I knew I was missing something obvious. Tendalense, you got it. Why was I assuming that's not correct. That's not how to do it. I don't know why I thought I had to do it against the top. If I do it against the bottom, they can't disappear to each other. This is stuff from, like, the 4th level or something. So, wait, what am I doing? I am putting the blue ones in first. Okay, and then this one goes in the top, and because I brace it against the bottom, I can get it off and then do this. I have no idea why that just did not occur to me, but yeah, thank you so much, Tendalense. All right. I guess we'll try this one now. Okay, so I've got these two that I can arrange in any order I want to. And then there's... Okay, let's go and explore the infinite entrance. Ah, okay. So I've got 4 blocks. And I need to get 3 of them into the middle spots. So I think that means I want to start on a corner. And then when I go inside, I've gotten the top one and I can... Oh, and I've got a clone of it in here so I can go inside and emerge again. And then I can go inside and... Yeah, I can get it off that edge. And then I can push it in from this side, and now I can get this one off. And now I just need to come in from the right side or the bottom. Well, I think I can... Dang it. I was trying to do that. Okay, so I think I can come in from the bottom. Yes, I can. Oh, whoops, but I did it backwards and now I'm stuck in an infinite loop. Okay, so the clone has to go inside. The clone has to go inside the original. I can't put the original inside the clone. That does not work. So, here we go. Doing this again. All right. Oh, wait. Yes, that's right. So I wanted to get this one here. And then this time I come up from the bottom. And then we're trying to get the clone out. Let's put it out to where we can... See, that was my mistake, pushing it up where it was stuck to the wall. Then I was constrained as far as, like, where I could stick it. But now I can stick it... Now I can stick it in the bottom. And do that. Okay, there we go. Well, so I think that must have been what they were trying to teach me. That one where I had to put the clone inside the original and then followed up by a level where I had to put the original inside the clone. Here, now I know why they did that. I think they wanted to show me like, if I come in here, I can come out again. Oh, actually, wait. Do I have to win this to return to hub? But then in this one, if I do this, now I'm in an infinite loop. The thing is, because I solved them so quickly, I didn't have this experience. And so I didn't understand that was in store. That this is the difference between putting the original inside the clone versus the clone inside the original. So, okay. Okay, got it. I knew there was something there. I just didn't know what it was. Oh, Cooper Fox, I'm glad that you thought my solution was... Yeah, so, like, once I knew that I was going to have to come in on 3 different sides of that particular block, and the fact they didn't have 4 meant that, okay, I'm going to start running out of options because they're only making me do 3, and so that's why I pushed the clone inside the original on a corner first, so that I knew I could get it out again. Okay, so it looks like we've got a clone here, and we've got an original down here, and we've got an infinite entrance here, which has got a little hole in the side. It's got a whole little world down here. So I imagine I'm going to want to put that there. So I can enter this from the side and push it into position. And then I'm again going to want to enter it from above to push it into position. Okay, so I need to figure out how to make it possible to come into the infinite dealie from the side. Okay, so first I need to push this out the top. And then put it here. Which means that if I enter from this side, I'm going to go in the infinite entrance. And then I need to push it out again. And slide it into the top position. Which creates an infinite entrance right here. Which puts me here. Why did I do that? Which puts me here. And we win. Okay, so now there's an infinite entrance, and if I just get in there, I can emerge into my destination. So I just need to figure out how to create an infinite entrance here. Oh, gosh. Okay, so that means I need to push these out. I need to push all of them out to stack them up so that I can brace this one on the column. That creates an infinite entrance on the side of this. So here's my question. This whole infinite entrance thing, has this been possible the entire... I've never seen this thing before. But theoretically, this has been possible in earlier puzzles. The same way that I discovered the infinite exit. You know, when I would make mistakes in other puzzles. This must have been there the whole time, and I just... For some reason, I never lined something up that way to cause this to happen. Hey there, Coalition. Okay, so I'm trying to specifically get into the left side of an infinite entrance. If I get in the right side, that doesn't work. So I'm going to need somehow to set things up so that this original is over on the right, and the clone is stacked up here, but braced. That doesn't seem hard. So it must be hard. So I'm not sure why... Okay, I must be missing something because this looks easy. So I'm going to try to do the thing that sounds... Oh, I know why it's not easy. Because if I try to push... If I put the clone right here, and I try to push into it from the outside, it's just going to eat. Because its right side is open, it's just going to eat the block next to it. So I also have to brace the right side. So that means... And anything with a gap on the side is going to eat the block next to it. So, I think what that means is I have to put the open faces next to... this next to the walls, because you can't eat walls. And then that one there, and this one here. So now you can see the clone is infinitely braced. Or just the clone is braced. And then I can enter infinitely on the left side, and then come out. Yes, Real P1, I can totally see you. Welcome to the chat. Tendelency says, you never had the Epsilon block before. That's true. I didn't have the Epsilon block itself, but I think I would have gone into a generic Epsilon block if I had lined up an infinite entrance on one side of one of my blocks, which seems like theoretically that would have been possible at some prior point. It's probably just sheer luck that I never actually entered an invisible Epsilon block the way that I left an infinite exit block. Okay, so I need to get... Wait, what? I need to fill 3 spots? I guess that means I have to get that clone block out of here too. Right? So, like, this can be here, and that can be there, and that's great. But I need to enter the Epsilon block from the top to get that thing off the wall. So if I need to enter it from the top, that means I need to set up these two to be braced from the top. Then I enter from the top, which pushes this off the edge. And then I need to put it on the right side, right there. And then enter these two from the right side. So that means that this one needs to be braced here. And this one needs to be braced here. And then I can do the infinite entrance, push this down here, and then I got to do it. Oh, crap. What? Okay. Okay. So we got it off the wall. That's great, but I can't actually push it. I can't enter it from the right side. So I need to first break this. And then once I've broken that, then I won't be re-entering the Epsilon block every time I push into this thing. I can just use it to escape. And then I need to enter from below. So, no, stop it. I need to enter from below. So again, we're going to put this in position. Enter from below, and now I've pushed it here. And now I can push it out-ish. And now I can do this and this. And I'm there. Wow. Okay, Casimir says, I always love mind-blowing stuff like this. I agree. Oh, hey, Real P1, thanks for throwing bits at me. I just noticed you did that. I really appreciate it. Okay, so now I've got what? I've got a wall that I can move. Hello. I've also got... My destination is here. Space is outside me, so I can't push things out of this, right? What happens if I... That was unhelpful. Okay, so I can't leave. Unless... Wait, so I've got 2 clones of the level that I'm in, but the level that I'm in, there's no recursive version of it in here. Yeah, so that's why there's space outside me, because there's no original level on the inside here. Which means that these clones, you can never emerge from a clone. So if I emerge from this original level, that's it, I'm just leaving. Because I can't emerge from a clone. What happens if I put one of these clones inside the other clone? I guess it would just come into the original, but it wouldn't make a new original or anything like that. Okay, so I somehow need... I need to have a block here. And then I need to come down out of the block, which means it has to be the epsilon block. So, I guess what that means is I need to do this. I need to create that braced situation. I can enter the epsilon block, leave from the top. Okay, what happens if I put the epsilon block in the epsilon block? Okay, let's not do that. Okay, this seems bad. Okay, so let's scooch that, not that way. I don't know if there's a, let's move this. That's what I need to do. Wait, how do I, hold on, let's get it from a better angle. Let's move this. So now it's not braced anymore. So now if I push the epsilon block in, it just comes in through the top. Then I put the epsilon block here. And then we re-engage the blocker, enter the epsilon block, and come down here. Sheesh. Wow. Okay. Okay. Final educational level. We've got an epsilon block and an infinite exit. Okay. So now I gotta remember how both of them work. All right, so I need to get 2 blocks into here. I've got an epsilon block that I can't enter it from here, but I can push a blue block out of it. So that'll give me 1 block at least. If I line up the clone so that it's here, that will let me enter an epsilon block. But how do I move the clone? How do I move the clone? I forgot how the infinite exit works. That's so if I, that's right. So if it, yes. Okay. So if I line this up here, I'll emerge from the infinite block, which is great. I can't do anything else. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I can push it out. Oh, weird. Okay. What happens if I... Yeah. All right. So I think that I'm screwed right now. Wait, what happens if I can push it into itself? Okay, okay, cool. All right. So I've got this thing to move around now. That's great. So now what happens if I stick it here? That creates an infinite entrance, right? So I can go over like that. Right. Okay, so now I've got that. So now, again, I can push this out of itself. Oh, wait, what did I do before? Oh, yeah, I pushed it into itself again. That's right. Oh, so many just weird little arcane rules right now. Oh, so La Coalition says, how many bugs do you think the devs of this game had to face when making it? How complicated is it to simulate this rupture of reality? So my guess is that each of these really advanced concepts that I'm working on right now, like things like the infinite exit, the infinite entrance, I'm betting they started as bugs. I'm betting they started as actions that the player took, or that a playtester took, that broke the game, that crashed the game, because it would do something infinite. And so I suspect that these later levels are based on bugs. I think they're based on things that were impossible, that broke the game, and then they incorporated it into the puzzle. They made there be an outcome if you made something infinite happen, and then used those outcomes to make puzzles. That's my guess. Okay, so I've got to get all 4 of these blocks out of here. So there's a clone in there. So if I can line something up with this block, I can get that out. Okay, so the first one's easy. The first one is this one. And then if I line this one up over here, I can enter it through a non-central point and push this clone out. So now I've got a clone. That's cool. And then I want to enter the epsilon dealie from below. Actually, I think even easier than that. Let's line this up at the edge, leave it, and now I've got the infinite block. Stick that right there. And then push this out of itself, and it comes out of the infinite block. Right, of course. So that's good. Coincidentally did that in the right order. And then I need to line up an exit down here and brace this so that I can enter it from an infinite entrance from below, which means I can come here. So now I've got the epsilon block. And now the only thing that remains is... Actually, let's just do this. Push this one here. I'll put this one... Just trying to be extra clever here. Then I'll push the clone out the bottom, and it'll pop right into the right spot. So that, I think that was going back like 3 or 4 different levels and like combining the skills you needed from all of them into one puzzle. So Uncle Mystery says, this game is weird, twisting our minds to the limit. Possible for human brain blows up is kind of high. Yeah, oh, now I've got, I am a walking level. So, okay. So I think what that means is I need to eat a bunch of... I need to eat all of these. I'm going to eat them all. And then I go inside myself. In what direction? So I'm going to need to emerge from the top. Does it matter which side I come in? I guess it doesn't. Oh, wait. But I'm going to want to push some of these off the wall. Okay, so I'm going to need to arrange this. How am I... Wait a minute. Okay, so that's an infinite entrance. So the way to get in there is to enter something from the top. And so... Or from the same direction as any direction. Okay, so what I need to do is... What do I need to do? I need to have... Wait, start this over. Okay. So what I need... what I need is for one of these clones to be inside the other clone. Or which means inside me. So I need to get one of these clones inside me by pushing it into the other clone. But wherever I push it in, it's got to be internally braced on the bottom, and then it's got to be supported on the bottom. So that means I need to have... I need to eat 3 from one side and 2 from the other. So I think I'm only capable of eating 2 on the bottom. And I can eat 3 on the top. So that means I need to push this in from below. Now I've got an infinite entrance. Now I go inside of it, and I'm here. Ha 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 ha! I feel so powerful. Okay. Last puzzle this episode. Gordon says, a smart move on the parts of the devs, putting relaxing music in the game in order to save the lives of many keyboards. Yeah, okay, so now we've got what? I need to push the epsilon block and the infinite block into position, which means I need to emerge from the bottom of both. So, what does that mean? Let's say I push this clone in here, and I do this, That makes an infinite entrance, which I can then use to do that. And then I forgot how to make an infinite exit. Like that. Oh, wait, right? Does it? No, that's not how it... Oh, I need to push... To make an infinite exit, I need to push the original inside of the clone, which I now cannot do. So I screwed myself over. So let's go the other way. Original inside the clone. And that just puts the original inside the original, which... Wait. It's pressed against the... Right. Right. I need to emerge from the bottom of the infinite thing. So... Again, original inside of clone. Let's put it against its own bottom. That lets me exit into infinity. Push that up there. Great. Then, if I arrange it like this, I can again emerge from infinity, but now I've got an infinite entrance in the bottom, so I can go inside, and I'm here. Nice way to sort of solidify the difference between the two. Okay, so just looking at that tiny tile at the bottom, at the exit here, that looks like it doesn't have another exit at the bottom. I think that might mean this next level is the last level. Multi-infinite. Do I even want to know? Not right now, I don't. Because... It's time for me. I need to get to a meeting. So, we're going to wrap this up. But, wow, this game, right? This thing is crazy. Yeah, let's wrap this up. So, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'm going to stick a button right there for it. And, the final Patrick's Parabox episode is going to go there when it's ready.